Hello and welcome back to Lobotomy Corporation, and today we'll continue with day 39. So, in the last episode, we finally did the mission for Kibura. It was about suppressing 3 different Aleph level abnormalities, and she gave us yet another mission to complete a midnight ordeal. Basically, it is the same as suppressing the central command team. However, it will be a little bit more difficult. Why? Because during the central command team ordeal or core suppression, it removed all the protection that we got from suppressing all the other cores. So the meltdowns could actually happen here, here, or here. These things are very easy to suppress and very easy to deal with. However, this time we have more abnormalities here, and all the suppressions or meltdowns are going to happen in this one, and lower 2. So it might be a little bit more difficult. Maybe it will not. We'll see. Anyway, also, what happened? We met with the Sephiroth of Extraction team. I forgot your name. Yeah, I completely forgot. I think yeah, she didn't even introduce herself almost. So. And she was very, how to say, poetic about all the things, because she talked in specific jargon, like saying that she draws from a well, she is using the bucket, she is drawing the water from the darkness. Yeah, basically this river and upstream, downstream, midstream, bucket, well, I think it's just some oversimplification of a thing, poetic oversimplification. Maybe it's some kind of machinery, the bucket, I mean, that draws some energy from the interactions we have with these abnormalities. And it looks like they are responsible for extracting ego from the abnormalities that we work with. So basically the second gouge. This one. Yes, this one. Unique PO boxes. So, and she gave us an interesting mission. Extract 5 or more ego, grade He or higher. However, if I look at all my He, they're all full. Oh well, except for you. Here, full. Yep, and everywhere else, they're all full. No. One more. Huh. Interesting. Well, wow, are definitely full. Yep. So basically, what I'm going to have to do is to lose some of them. Because right now I can extract only 2 plus nothing. Because this is a usable abnormality. Yeah, basically only 2. And I have a plan. Basically, I will equip some of these useless employees with some of the stuff from these abnormalities, and I will intentionally lose them. Hopefully, it will allow me to re-extract these egos and complete this mission, and also complete Gibura's mission. Hopefully, I don't know how it works. Also, in the last episode, we met with representative of Rabbits, basically a different organization that is working together with Lobotomy Corporation. We already saw Rabbits in action. They really helped me to deal with the censored, and it was interesting to see that Kibura seems to know, or at least Myo from the Rabbits team seems to know Kibura. This is very, very interesting to see. And it looks like Kibura might be suffering from some mental condition regarding her, how to say, new body? We'll see. So let me prepare my employees and I will come back. Okay, I am ready to go. So let's see. Begin management. We have our new abnormality. It looks like a cross. That's all I can say. But before we do anything, let's see. This abnormality has an ego suit missing, so if I buy it, it adds it. Okay. And if, for example, yep, Griffin, come on here, and Rika, come here. Both of you will go here and do repression work type on this abnormality. This is the safest way to dispose of employees without letting any abnormalities out, because it works the same as the lumberjack. However, lumberjack also escapes after that, so I don't really like. Okay, we generated some energy and go in again. Let's see. Does this count? Because it will destroy this one and it will destroy this one. Yep, died. Now I buy this weapon. It counts. Yep. And I buy this armor. It counts. Okay, so this mission is very easy. And I can finish it just right now. However, we have another thing that we need to test. Mason, please. Use it. Is it a time thing? Yep, it's timed thing. Wow. Fail damage. Resist. Are you doing random damage to him or what? Fetish Idol. A machine of flesh and scrap metal. Flesh Idol's effect can manifest through prayer. The one who prays will receive damage of random type at regular intervals. It is speculated to be a religious artifact found in the flooded district. In the past, some people sought answers through religion. When an employee offers a prayer to the flesh begins to move, as if receiving the oration. Experiment 1. The subject prayed for the range of 20 seconds or less. They died. Okay, just stop. Wait here. I can even use a bullet. Now go in again. 1 minute required for the next one. Fatal? Does it say fatal? Okay, I cannot see. The supplicant will suffer various ordeals in a manner like being put through a trial. Meanwhile, all those around them will recover their ails and woes, just if they were being blessed with redemption. Experiment 2. The subject prayed for duration between 21 to 45 seconds. During this time frame, all employees other than the subject recovered HP. Okay. I also want to see endured. Do pale damage. Do pale damage, please. Do pale damage. Okay, come on. I want to see what it says. Endured. Endured. Resist. 1.9? What? Why? It should be 2. Is it a extraction thing. Currently decreasing ego production code by 4%. Increasing stats by 1. Okay, you can end. No, you cannot. And the prayer shall inevitably end with an eternal despair of its worshipper. The subject prayed for duration between 46 to 90 seconds. The results were similar, like in experiment 2, but SP was also recovered. Okay, it seems safe for now. Basically, a way to heal everyone everywhere. However, this employee will still take damage. Yes, fatal. It says fatal. Very interesting. Yeah, I know. That was the point. Okay. Are you done? No. It cannot sustain it forever. Are you done? Yep. So, go here. Experiment 4. The subject prayed for duration longer than the 90 seconds. They died, and the cliff counter of all abnormalities dropped to 0. I knew it. If I pray for too long, something will happen, but I didn't expect this. No. This is not going to happen. Okay. So basically, I completed one mission already. Because we buy this one, we buy this one, boom, mission cleared. So basically I'm done with this mission. However, I need to complete one more mission. Which one did I miss? Yep, this one. Now for the main thing, the main dish of this deal is an ordeal. The midnight ordeal. So I guess I will continue training my employees, because now they have a higher maximum prudence and higher maximum temperance. And by the way, if they have temperance level 120, it doesn't mean their level goes to 6. It still stays at 5. So there are no level 6 employees, sadly. So I will be right back when something interesting happens and I can say something. Also, I searched for the name of this song and I found only one song which is played on guitar, not on piano. So I'm not really sure what does this little thing reference. I know that it translates as a sad moon or sadness of the moon from Italian. However, what does it mean? I don't know. Maybe I should make an episode where I just read through all descriptions of these abnormalities, since we have finished with all the Briar stuff. Yeah, I think I will do it in the next episode. So I'll come back when something interesting happens. Okay, finally I'm at this point, and this looks like an orange midnight, so probably it's going to be a worm, because they're color coded as it works. Yep, this was the worm. So let's move everyone into the same spot. Wait for the worm to show up. Wait for this fire to dissipate. And everyone, just attack. Okay. Come on. Yes. Nice work. Now, as soon as he tries to burst out into these worms, he move out and hide. And basically this is how I'm going to destroy this little ordeal. And before they start appearing in the corridors, I'll put all my people here. See? And yeah, basically I will wait. This is all I'm going to do. So yeah, very good opportunity here. No, it's not. This is a good opportunity here, actually. And we attack. Just burst him. Also, you saw that shield. I have a wow weapon from this piano guy, and it has a special attack that gives everyone around a black shield, which is completely not relevant. However, still it's something to say about this weapon. So many sounds everywhere. Second worm? I cannot see you. Did you just appear on top of each other or what? I haven't killed a single worm yet. Why there is only one of you? Oh, now you are. Here. Also, let's try to be careful. Thankfully, this is not a corridor, this little room, and so the worms cannot appear there. This is not a corridor either, so they should be fine. Come on, get away. This is a corridor, so I'm a little bit hesitant to move here because suddenly a worm can just appear at either of these locations and just wipe my people. So I will not attempt to go here. I will always wait for a safe opportunity to deal a lot of damage. And that's it. And after I'm done, I can deal with the worms that are left. If they're going to persist after the death of the main worm. Because whenever you kill a big worm, all smaller worms die. So maybe it's the same for this one. And also a guy in the comments said that. So maybe it's how it works. Come on. Yep, it's done. At least one of them. Okay, let's wait for this worm to move somewhere. Nice location you chose for yourself, little guy. Come on. Yep. Move somewhere. Indeed, you move. But I'm not going to try to kill them when they're here because the distances I have to travel are just enormous. This little base is far more convenient. I say that and he just teleports here. Well, I guess I will cut this until the point when I'm almost finished with a worm. So, be right back. And here I am. We are almost done. So, the eternal meal is going to die. 25 energy quota. And that's it. All of the smaller worms die. Well, in any case, let's complete our work day. With both mission complete. Only 2 people died at the start, and you saw that these 2 people were actually level 1s. Some people increased their sanity to 120. Yep. 100. Yeah, I've been training some people. Wow, you jump from level 3 temperance to level 120. Yep, let's continue. Hello, and I'm back. And this might be strange, but my game decided to crash during a cutscene, so I had to redo this whole segment again, and I got a different midnight. I think this one is actually monoliths, so let's trigger it again with someone from here. Okay. No, we have too long a way to go. Maybe from here. Oh no, it's Helix of the End. Well, I still don't know them by names, or by colors, I mean. By names I know them. So, let's do this again. And let's see how many rotations it takes for me to finish this thing. The only person who is not able to fight should be Kirinzi, because she has the shortest range gauntlet ever. Okay. There's a person here. They also need to join the fight. Everyone is getting the black shield, but it's not going to help anyone. This is just the end for all the clerks everywhere. And this is funny how this thing penetrates through walls, through floors, through everything, yet it does not penetrate through an elevator, moving down and up the floors. Okay, now you should go. And let's see, how much damage did we deal? It's not even 1/3, to be honest, it's 1/4 more, like. So, let's do this again. I already thought that this is going to be a monolith. But no, so the green is for the monolith, orange is for worm, and the other one will be for monolith. Wait, what? Did I say green is for the monolith? No. Green is for the helix, orange is for the worm, and the other one is for the monolith. And for the monolith, I have a strategy. Basically, I will use the rabbits to destroy the pale thing, because it's the most annoying one. Its defensive mechanism is just that head that does pale damage travels to you and does a lot of pale damage. And this pale damage also slows you down, and it's very easy to die to it. The next one on my list is white one. However, yeah, I have to choose either pale one or white one. White one at least makes my people just insane, and that's it. So yeah, let's finish it, please. Come on. Wow. So basically I have enough damage to finish it in 1.5 cycles, while it was like here. So it's not even half cycle, it's like, oh, not 45, like 0.4 of a cycle, I would say. So let's finish the day. We have 2 missions completed. 2 people are dead because I sacrificed them in order to complete this mission of extracting the ego equipment. Some of our people finally got to 120 sanity points. I also raised some of them who had lower justice or something like that to a higher maximum. Yep, 140 again. I think there was a person who had 3... Yep, you see, Reinhardt had 3 temperance, and I just spammed him on the Night of Despair, and he got 120 from 45 of temperance. So let's proceed. Piano? Shouldn't I choose an abnormality here? I think I will make a cut here because I already read a lot of this dialogue and I already chose an abnormality, so I'll try to make this cut as seamless as possible and see you in a few minutes. Even if this turns to be a curse, I will love this curse like a blessing. The girl begged in tears. Mister, please, cut off my feet. It can't enter your body through any aperture. Disgusting. Disgusting. I guess. Let's see. Oh, I was recalling the sound of your footsteps. While they were cliché, you sometimes made the results more exciting by acting in unexpected ways. Still, the ending were all the same, no matter how the process went. Do you want me to share some memories through a hologram? It's simply too good for me to watch alone. Well, let's see. This is here. Was you in a mess when there was no such thing as a cognition filter? And you see here, we are still human. Well, I say that we are human. Angela looks human, the most of all AIs here in this facility, yet she is not a human at all. I didn't know that a human's mental capacity could be so weak back then. We did alright the first couple of times, but then, one day... Well, at that time it was a little funny. I'm sorry. You made it so far, but you weren't able to escape from that absolutely useless sense of guilt and hung yourself. Well, you were stopped immediately though. Then at this time, we are not fully prepared. But it is very interesting. It means that we are constantly under watch by Angela. That's when I started to realize that it didn't matter if you were mentally whole or not. What mattered was that you needed to find realization about something to stop this endless cycle. Oh, at this time here, all of a sudden you began apologizing to me. That was... I didn't enjoy it. Okay, let's continue watching. I started to enjoy this. Well, it's not that I enjoy this. It's just interesting to know what happened before, with my past selves. I would love to see more, but let's stop here for today. You might see something that you're not supposed to witness yet, if you continue. Very interesting. Basically, there is something waiting for us. It's quiet, isn't it? Take a good look. Long look at the silence. Manager, have you ever gotten up early to walk the streets at the cracks of dawn? I think this moment right now is equivalent to that dawn in the outside world. The abnormalities are currently in torpor due to the heightening of Rivkov deterrence during off hours. Meanwhile, the employees are steeling themselves for when fate decides whatever will happen to them. When the level of deterrence is weakened, the powers of the suppressed origins will soon wake them. It's always so hard to believe that a place as quiet as this will just as soon be engulfed by pandemonium. Oh, how nice it would be to keep this tranquility. How many times do we have to fail? How much more must we be accustomed to the darkness to finally encounter the light? Good morning, Chesed, sir. Ah, yes, good morning, buddy. Good luck with your duties as always. Mr. Chesed, sir, I've been thinking, and I feel that I'm truly lucky to be assigned to the welfare team. Just getting into the Lobotomy Corporation was really competitive, but being assigned to this team is like a miracle. You know, brown-nosing won't gain you anything. Just think of it as flattery, sir. There really is No one who cares more about their employees like you do. Just, sir. I mean, just look at the department on the other side of our lair. Nah, that's not necessarily true. I just want to say I appreciate you, and the many things you do, sir. Sorry for keeping you so long. I'll be going now. Cheers, sir. Aye, aye. Go get yourself ready for the day. For many days I consoled myself by saying that I wasn't doing that bad for a Sephiroth. I never put my employees on the verge of death like a certain red-clad me someone did. And I managed to be flexible with various situations most of the time. Getting mad at someone for breaking a rule or two, or agreeing with someone who claimed to make this place better. When I take a step back and look at it all, I just can't help but think, what's the point of it all? Of course, I hope to send them off in a peace, as they were just meant to die anyway. Meanwhile, I was hiding the biggest lie of all inside. Yet, I've been playing the role of a good leader, knowing that it was all a falsehood. Lady Angela knew this too. Yeah, this position of Chesed is just... No one can even imagine how hard it must be for him, because he actually cares for these people, yet he knows even if he tries hard enough, Angela will stop him. It's not like the situation with Nedzach, because he never actually realized that if he tries hard enough and actually increases the lives of people, that there will be other factors that will prevent him from achieving his dreams. But Chesed, on the other hand, he was kinda stronger than Nedzach mentally, and more prepared, and in a position of higher power, but he faced even more unstoppable challenge. She knew that I would never be a great man who would expose every little secret of this place to the employees and try to overthrow the system and plot. Well, I mean, I just want to avoid pushing her buttons. Working as the head of the welfare department, I actually never cared about the welfare of our employees at all. I was so afraid. Angela stopped any seeding of doubt or inquiry about the nature of this place by killing off employees indirectly. Then, I eventually decided to cover my eyes and ears. Interesting. And then, help Lady Angela with your affairs without questioning them. Hey, Chesed, we have an emergency. You heard that status report, right? The abnormalities has gone out of control. I don't know what happened, but we need to retake control of the situation right now. I thought you didn't want to speak to me. What's gotten into you, Dibura? You are able to control deterrence, aren't you? We need to increase the level of Cliffcove deterrence right now. Angela will call the rabbits if the rest of the abnormalities aren't suppressed. I want to wrap this thing up on my side of the facility. But Kibura, no one is allowed to touch the controller of Cliffcove deterrence without Lady Angela's explicit approval. You know that. So, you don't want to do it? You little coward. Do you really think you can just get over every situation by going through the motions? I hope you can continue to rot until the day you die, succumbing to your fears like a servile bastard you are. Choke on those sugar-coated words your employee feed you. It's been quite a while since I've been grabbed by the collar. Chesed. You knew I was coming, didn't you? Seems you know me all too well. Perhaps you are the one who understands me the most among Sephiroth. Weaken the Cliffcove deterrent, Chesed. Oh, what do you have up your sleeve this time, ma'am? Do you want to ask for reasons again, after all this time? Kibura and other employees are fighting right now, you know that, right? Indeed, Giboro is... Sorry, this is quite humorous to me. I didn't know you would talk about Giboro. You should know. You've seen her for yourself. Giboro has failed to control her enmity, and has now lost her way. What I'm saying is, she is not fighting for some grand ideology. She should know best how she stands. Everyone has their own battle in this place. But I can't seem to shake off this feeling that I'm the only one who just observed the situation from afar, not taking any action. I thought you enjoyed those kind of things, Chesed. Taking in a cup of coffee, enjoying the peace all day, listening to your classical music. I would think that I'm providing the right environment for you, no? It seems our conversation has run on longer than I expected. Let me tell you one last time. Law that returns. You see, basically he is in a position of power where he has no power at all. He has to go through the motions, as Giboro said, and if he tries to kinda go against this, he knows that, well, nothing will end good, for him at least. Alright everyone, let's make the best of our day, as always. Open the door. Who are you, ma'am? Your taste in music is rather classy. Quite different from mine, however. What the... I apologize. I didn't think you would open the door for me, so I simply walked in. How did you get inside? Do I know you? I have arrived from the head. I was so desperately looking for you all. The reason why I came all the way here is... well, let's just say I have showed up to play my favorite music. Excuse me, you there. Can you tell me the name of this fine gentleman? Daniel. His name is Daniel. Daniel, isn't it? That name carries so much more with it than your merit. I should assume that you are the one in charge of this place. Open that section where those monsters of yours are locked up. As you saw just a moment ago, it's nothing for me to open a locked door with my own power. I'm just being polite after all, asking you to open the doors. It's only fair as you're the one in charge here. I urge you not to resist, just listen to me. If you do so, a few of these people might be able to escape with their lives, no? It's easy to point a finger of blame at the betrayer. However, one never really knows what it feels like to be the target of such a thing until they've been in the shoes of that situation. Back then, a chill had come over my entire body. It was a fear I had never felt before. I had faced numerous experiment-intended abnormalities, yet I never had experienced my body being paralyzed and my blood curdling in such a way before. So this is the head. Boss, enough with your orders. Don't try and make me justify my cowardly acts. I am ashamed for consoling myself, saying that there was nothing to be done after passing straight through the tunnel of defeat. I am so struck with shame and grief. I can't bear it anymore. This body of mine is like a punishment for me, reminding me of my past. I can even bleed from this body. I don't want to undertake dirty work for Angel's show, or be a puppet who gets praise and applause from everyone. Nor do I want to be your aide who can't do a single thing. All of this has been a series of shame for me. Manager, it shall be my rebellion against you and Angela. I am the only one who survived. Sane, There was nothing I could do, that I was too scared to bear it by myself, that I wanted to save at least a few of my co-workers. All those are meaningless excuses. I think I'm going to die soon too. Then Head is on its way to get you. I'll see you again in Hell, sir. How is fear able to dominate human mind? How many people would stick to their beliefs and morals if they were to come face to face with a true nightmare? The answer to those questions are why no one can blame Daniel's behavior. Truth be told, everything fell down the edge of the cliff the exact moment the Head found us. Hung up the intercom. Our last conversation came to an end with a hopeless silence. Daniel, he was intelligent and held a high social position, and showed more finesse than anyone else in our research lab. He had an excellent reputation from the people who surrounded him. He had a sly yet charming slime and humor. It would have been easy for him to get into any one of the wings with his skills and personality. But he chose us, not the wings. Though amazing he once was, there is no doubt he died in despair and regret, cursing his choice, seeing the dead bodies of his co-workers strewn about in front of him, not even having the single comfort of knowing that it wasn't his fault, unable to find any peace for his final rest. Wow, interesting enough, it was not the manifestation of before due to the Sephira breakdown of Gebura as I expected, but it was Chesed. Interesting. Looking at the headstones in this place, are you? It's only natural to find them a spectacle to see. There used to be times when I spent all day reading all the meaningless letters written there. These are also coffins. They're death itself, and they represent possibilities birth can bring at the same time. I have been guarding their coffins for countless years, carrying out consecrations for those who do not even have the privilege to depart for an afterlife. That is one of the few things I do here. You see, if one spends a long enough time in this graveyard, they can hear the whispers of the dead. Interesting for you to say that. The sound of their words is black as pitch. It makes me feel as if I were being filled with nebulous, murky waters. You must be starting to get bored, seeing that your eyes are drifting about this place. Well, not really. This place just looks fascinating. It isn't often that I have guests here, and I would feel bad to only show you these gravestones. Did you call me Daddy Binah? This employee once had his boundary collapsed. What's your name? It's Nathan. This man had the task of extracting ego. During extraction, he carelessly peeked into the well, but by luck he survived. To minimize the price he had to pay for looking in the well, he was given the maximum dose of encephalin, and so he could barely return to work. However, once one looks through the cracks of the boundary, they can never return to the world that they belonged to before. Want to see something interesting? Nathan, can you describe what you saw to the manager? The scenery you witnessed with your own eyes, but had to forget at all cost. From within the tombstones, inside them, those who sleep are sunken deep. Those who are dreaming good dreams. At the same time, we call them the well, in the speech of this place. We have to dredge them up and inject them with cogito. Now, remember, afterwards, what did you see? The man, he, that thing. Continue. The man, he, in the well. He passed out. Poor thing. Why did he pass out? These children cannot disobey me. Even though he wasn't able to complete his sentence, the way he kept trying to speak until he passed out should show you. He pushed himself to the limit to obey me. I have seen what that poor sap saw. Hundreds, no, thousands of times, maybe more. This is kinda wrong question to ask, Mr. Manager. She is clearly not fine. By the look of her, she is actually seen too much, and enkephalin is not going to fix her. Are you alright now? So, you ask why I retain enough sanity to have a friendly little conversation with you until now. It is thanks to my mechanical body that I can just barely grasp onto my mind. Yes, the strong, unbending back of mine. However, did you forget that I originated from a human mind as well? Huh? If there is at least one thing that could be considered fortunate, it is that if I ever were to finally lose my sanity and run amok through the facility, attempting to bring this entire place down along with you, she will be there to shut me off once more. But if that day truly were to come, I would prefer that you terminated me with your own hands, rather than her. Yeah, and this is interesting information, because even the lower Sephiroth are all just under complete control of Angela. So even B, who was the co-founder, I guess, of this company. It is the least you can do for a person as confined as I. The ego accessories. One can take the word gift literally, a present from the abnormalities. Though the weaker than ego equipment, they are still part of the ego pertaining to the abnormalities. Be aware, however, that taking too many of such trinkets that hold the ego of others may cause one's own colors to be muddled and faded. Complete the day with at least one employee who has 4 or more ego gifts. Interesting. I don't think I have that yet. You all might have noticed, but you've never had this kind of situation before. Those monsters were supposed to be slumbering away, but now they woke up all of a sudden. There is no need to focus on what caused this. Yeah, and this shows that Kibura doesn't know. She doesn't know what is happening. Who is actually opening these containments? She doesn't know that Angela is interfering in this whole ordeal. All that matters is that we solved the problem at hand. Let me add a few words before we jump into the battle today. I don't need cowards in my department. You should not let any complacency waver your mind when you confront the monsters. You must arm yourself with anger, and pure anger alone, to crush those monsters' bastards. If you object any of this, I suggest you transfer departments immediately. I will squeeze out a tear or mourn. I won't squeeze a tear or mourn over your perishing without even your name being left behind. If you want your body and mind to stay comfortable, I'll kindly drag your ass over to the pathetic welfare team so you can chicken out, scratch your dishonorable name on the waiting list for department transfers. There is good reason why my department has far fewer employees than any other. However, I want you to keep it in mind that this is also means only the best have gathered here. Meeting over. We'll talk more when the situation has been sorted out. Miss Gebura, I think your mainframe has sustained too much damage. Maybe we should suspend the suppression operation for now. Tiferev is investigating the cause of this situation right now, so we should be able to figure out pretty soon. I don't need a break. I can still fight. But in your condition... Shut up! I said I can still fight! 31 ego damaged. 17 employees dead and counting. And your body needs 5 or 6 parts replaced and repaired. It's not thrilling to look after a machine who behaves like a child in temper tantrum. However, the Sephiroth of the middle layer apparently could not keep you on leash. So, here I am. You! Oh, poor little thing. Look at yourself. There was a time when I had a pinch of admiration for that fire in your eyes. But now, even that is smothered with ire and madness. It is such a shame that the both of us are locked up in this dungeon. However, I did not bend over or break my back at the very least. I imagine we will no longer have to face off with our lives at stake and be at each other's throats like in the past, but I will say this for you, pitiful thing. Stare directly into the object of your anger. The edge of a blade that has lost its way will be unfathomably blunt, for there will be nothing but the void to slash, no matter how much the blade is sharpened. I hope you don't think I get some kind of satisfaction out of this, seeing my once earnest rival now looking as pathetic as a dog. I have decency, you know. Cutting, slashing, throtting, trampling, destroying. Sometimes I remember the faces of those who showed me true kindness. If I could just get the smallest taste of revenge upon those monsters who stole their smiles, their happiness, their future, my sword, my spear would never stop their fury. I see people dying in my blurred vision. They're always torn apart by monsters. Those dying faces differ from time to time. Sometimes they're strangers, sometimes one I dearly miss, and sometimes I see Christopher or Miss Isabella. However they were, I filled with agony for them. Looking at my paralyzed leg and my severed arm, I scream and curse my weak body in a fit of rage. Then I black out. I'm so sick of this darkness. It's impossible to fight with such low manpower. I cannot but approve your proposal. Please, reconsider. Why should I approve an operation that will so clearly end in failure? If manpower is an issue, can I make up for it? If they're too weak, I'll make up for that, too. There is nothing in the rules against Sephiroth utilizing Ego-2. If you wish, then I won't stop you. A familiar creep. The right weight and practiced form. This feeling is so distinct that it pulls me right back onto the right path, away from straying to wander just like a road sign. I completely lost track of time when I wield my weapons. It was kinda funny to see Tifereth and Chesed with bewildered faces when they witnessed me return from battle covered in blood. No matter how hard I stab and break those monsters, they will recover sooner or later. Some of them wail, and others scream. In battle, I also fracture and break some of my components, but those are soon replaced and repaired. What a perfect little hell, just for me.
Missing your arm? Here it is. Think of it as a respectful gesture from a fellow warrior to leave you with one of your arms intact. I doubt she expected this. The tragedy she would bring here, caused by the oh-so-great ideology of yours. I don't know if it will ease your pain, but this happens quite often. More often than you may think. This is no less common than, say, a little seedling getting trampled to death. I must admit that you are quite the tough sprout, however. You even managed to thwart my plans a little. I never expected you would kill too close, stop all the monsters, and finally come to face me and give me a fair fight. By the way, about those monsters, I cannot deny that they are astonishing things. Even after plowing through a hallway of your friends, they never softened nor tired. It seems you aren't much different from them, now that I ponder on it. Alright then. If you can still manage to hold a weapon and stand up with your own 2 feet, then come at me.
I will not be broken. If I can get rid of these damn monsters, I'll destroy the whole company myself instead. Then finally, my aimless wrath can crumble with it and rest beneath the earth forever.
Among the many fixers and backstreets, she was one of the few who could go toe-to-toe with the head and the claw. Is this a claw? Because she is clearly not a head. And look at it, she is wielding a Aleph level ego of, how is it called? Nothing there. Books? She was called the Red Mist among the backstreet denizens. That was a name she earned protecting us from all kinds of threats and maneuvers of the outside. Michelle's betrayal led the eye to the den we hid in. Then the head mercilessly threw their claws at us. Instead of dealing with the Red Mist directly, the ever-cunning head unleashed the unstoppable abnormalities to slaughter us. Or is she a head? The abnormalities were out of control, tearing apart our comrades, who screamed in agony. All the while the claws sniffed out their prey and snatched it. The whole situation was beyond what she could handle by herself, but she gave it everything she had to protect us. She lost an eye, one of her arms was severed, and she had numerous deep scars all over her body she could no longer heal from.
Yet, she did not give up, and eventually her efforts saved B and I from death. Collect her corpse. The cadaver demonstrated the horrendous, unbearable situation she went through. After a long time had passed, her eyes opened again. However, her anger that had lost its focus dragged her down, deep to the bottom. We had to reboot her many times. And she also suffered a mental breakdown. Very interesting. And also, hopefully, nothing broke. Let's expand the record team. Please stop with the alarm. Stop. You're blasting my ears for no reason. Let's see. So, the research from extraction team. 20% chance to recover ego from a dead agent. The separation stability of ego that has been synthesized with our agents, synchronized with our agents, will be enhanced to lower the chance of the loss of ego. Reroll the abnormality selection. By implementing a reverse extraction process, the abnormalities can be re-extracted a single time per day. Huh, so basically we are extracting the abnormalities from the same well? Or what? Gift division. Improve the chance of acquiring ego gifts. By dividing the selection of abnormalities, the probability of agent acquiring an ego gift will increase. And this one is actually important, because the next mission requires us to collect 4 ego gifts. So I'll choose this one. So yeah, nothing seems to break. We have this abnormality, giant mushroom, and we can do the core suppression. So the next episode is going to be either of those core suppressions. So I hope you enjoyed it, and good luck.